Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another character edition speculation dream video. Sure, this is the one you all been waiting for since, oh my god, the weird hours of yesterday. How would I add Boshi to Mario Superstar Baseball? I say all the time that I think Boshi would be such a funny character to add because Yoshi's the best fielder and Bowser's the best offensively. So you add Boshi to the game, you just have a brand new best character. So we're gonna tackle how that would happen. What mild nerfs can we give him so he's not as overpowered as God? He'll still probably end up being the best character in the game, but what could we do to make some adjustments? So let's dive in. How would I add Boshi to Mario Superstar Baseball? Excuse me. There we go. Boshi stats and ability. Obviously, Boshi is a power character. He could also have been a speed character, but I went with power. He's batting 8 out of 10. He's got a bro bat, not a Bowser bat. A Bowser bat would be too much, so we're going from a 9 to an 8. He's a little less strong than Bowser. He's got bro's bat. His pitching is a 1 out of 10. There is no character in the game with a 1 out of 10 in pitching. He would be the worst pitcher in the game. Whoever the worst pitcher in the game is now, make him worse. He can't curve pitches at all. He sucks. Fielding, Birdo speed, 4 out of 10. You know, it's got all of Birdo's normal stuff. You know, the okay arm, the okay running, the okay dive. But obviously as a Yoshi character and a Bowser character, put in the one as Boshi, he needs a fast running speed, not quite as fast as Yoshi. We took it down a peg. He's got 8 out of 10. He's got baby Luigi's speed and his abilities. Got the best of both worlds. He's got tongue and he's got laser, which is an absolute schnasty combination for both the outfield and the infield. So, have we still created the best character in Mario Superstar Baseball? Probably, absolutely. He's incredible. But let's see what makes him so good beyond this, shall we? First off, Boshi's star hit and pitch, the cookie ball. Everyone knows from Super Mario RPG that Boshi loves Yoshi cookies. So, his star hit would aesthetically look like randomly one of the 6 Yoshi cookies. However, it would act as the perfect mix between the killer ball and the egg ball. So it's gonna shoot off the bat on contact with the speed of the killer ball, but then when it lands, it's gonna bounce like an egg ball. Now, Birdo has the best egg because it's got these big bounces and it goes farther, while Yoshi's has these, and it goes to like the, Birdo's was like the middle infield area. Yoshi's doesn't go as far and has these quicker, tighter bounces, which doesn't let you get as many bases, but is a lot harder to field. Boshi's would be like the final piece of that puzzle. It guaranteeably goes to the outfield with the speed of the killer ball, but then when it hits the ground, its bounces, its last 2 bounces are really quick. Like just a quick like bink bonk to give it a weird direction, but you don't have to worry about like, okay, it's going here, now it's going here. It's done basically immediately, but it might not be going straight in the direction it was headed. It might be coming back, it might be going to the left. So they're quick bounces after it guaranteeably lands in the outfield. If you manage to catch it with your infielder, it does the same thing the killer ball does. It pushes them all the way back. Star pitch is basically as fast as the killer ball, but as bouncy as the egg ball. They're already pretty hard to hit. This one's even harder to hit. Star pitches don't matter that much, so I don't think giving them a really good star pitch is gonna bust the game open. Let's get into his team. This took me a few hours to assemble because I've been sitting here going, who does Boshi get along with? Who does Boshi know? So the obvious thing was, I went to Boshi's wiki page. I found that he's got a good friend named Croco, who also engages in the races as well as a villain from Super Mario RPG. And then I was like, let's explore Super Mario RPG. And I think I've assembled the best characters that could be in a Mario baseball game from Super Mario RPG. Let's dive into them. Croco, Boshi's actual only friend. He's a speed character because he likes racing with Yoshi. He's got Shy Guy's bat, Monty Mole's pitching, so not great. Diddy Kong's fielding, pretty good fielder, and Baby Mario's speed, which makes him Slower than Boshi and slower than Yoshi because he loses the race. I think that's reasonable because the fact that he loses that race to Yoshi, obviously he can't be as fast as Yoshi, and he can't be as fast as Boshi, because Boshi's the big cheese. And because he's a racing-based character, I've given him the ability Ball Dash. If he picks up the ball, he can move really fast. But because he's already really fast, he'd probably have the fastest Ball Dash in the game, which I think is interesting. Chem with Boshi, Anti with Yoshi and Birdo, and he'd have a little dribbler ground star ball. Geno, everyone's favorite puppet protagonist. How'd he end up on this team of villains? Well, it wouldn't be a Super Mario RPG game without Geno. So I kind of treated it as he's infiltrated this team and he's doing what he's got to do to be here. But we've made Geno make up for his hatred for his own teammates by having such good stuff. He is the better parts of Mario and Luigi. He's got Mario's batting and Mario's fielding, but Luigi's pitching and Luigi's running. So he's got the really good pieces for each Mario brother, but he doesn't have a fireball star pitch. He's also still got wall jump like both Mario brothers, except he doesn't have diving catch and he doesn't have super jump. He has quick throw as his second ability. What? Second ability? Is this guy the other sub-captain? No, he's not. Geno is getting the Toadette treatment. He will be the only other non-captain character in the game to have two abilities because everyone loves Geno and he deserves it. His chem partners also are very interesting. He's gonna be, I think, the only character in the game to have both really good chem with Mario and Bowser, as well as Peach, because those are the people on the team in Super Mario RPG. And of course he has Anti with almost every other team member on his team. He hates King Smithy, he hates the supervisors, he hates Boshi, and he hates the manager, or whatever that guy's name is. We'll get around to it. I think it's like, he's like the factory chief, that's what it is, he's the chief, he hates all of them. So that's one of the things hurting Boshi, is that he doesn't have a really easy way to get stars. He's only got one real good chem partner, I think, maybe two. That was the best I could do. He's still gonna be the best in the game. Pinocchio, I'm sure you all saw this guy and was like, who is that handsome devil? I figured adding another Toad to the game would be great because not only would Andrew love it, but he's also, look at him, he's great. He's a power character. He's got, we did this yesterday, he's got another 8 between Wario and DK, and that area of power doesn't really exist. After that big fall off after Bro, he's making him a little bit more powerful than your Piantas, your Warios, your BJs, but not quite with that upper icon. And the rest of him is just a Wario clone. Bad pitching, bad fielding, bad running, and he's got sliding catch where he doesn't have body check. So a little bit better than Wario on the plate, but a little worse than Wario in the field. He's got chem with Mario, Peach, and Toad. And he's the only character that has no antis in these little DLC patches that I've been doing. I just couldn't think of anyone that would hate this guy. Look at him, he's the best. And he's definitely got a pop fly star hit. The supervisor's stats are just straight bro clones. Everything about them is a bro clone, even down to their colors. The red one is a clone of Fire Bro, the blue one is a copy of Boomer, and then the yellow would be a clone or copy of Hammer Bro, and they have the same accompanying star hits that those gentlemen have. The chem is Smithy and the Chief, and the anti is Mario, Peach, Bowser, and Geno, the team that inevitably dethrones all of Smithy's goons. Factory Chief is up next. He's got a grounder for sure. He's got chem with Smithy and the supervisors, anti with the squad, and he's a balanced character. He's got a really small bat. He uses that kunai in his hand as a bat, super small. He's got Dixie Kong's 2 out of 10 bat, Dixie Kong's 5 out of 10 pitching, with a little better fielding, like Daisy, and a little better running, like Baby Mario. I think Daisy's a little worse fielding than Dixie Kong. I think I did a little bit of training of speed for fielding. He's a ninja, so I thought it'd be weird if he wasn't quick. And I've given him the Clamber ability, like Dixie Kong as well, so he might be a good outfielder to have try and catch some balls up the wall. But I'm also giving him the curve secret ability that Boo and King Boo, if you watched my other video on who I'd add to the game, I gave it to Aluma as well. I think having a few more characters in this game with that curve could be really interesting. So I gave it to the Factory Chief as well. And then finally, on the new squad. We got King Smithy, the main antagonist from Super Mario RPG, clearly a power character. He's got Petey's bat, he's got Waluigi's pitching, but he's got Bowser's fielding and running. So he's got that 1 out of 1 that Bowser has in both the field and running. He's even slower. I want to give him a 0 out of 10. Because look, he doesn't have any legs. He's the slowest character in the game, for sure. But he's got that Petey bat, he's got that Waluigi, like slow, methodical, can be controlled pitching. So you can pick him up, put him right on your mound if you like the Waluigi style. And I've given him super catch, which is glue hands. A ball hits him, it's not going anywhere, he's got it. And laser, of course, he's got a cannon, bruh. Chemistry with the chief and the supervisors, and anti with the squad that takes him down in Super Mario RPG. And where's his star pitch? Star hit? Is it a grounder? Is it a pop fly? None, because King Smithy is the team's secondary captain, meaning he has a star hit and pitch of his own called the Meteor Ball. When it's a hit on contact, the ball turns into a giant flaming meteor and KOs the first fielder it hits, breaking it up, and then it's the second fielder's responsibility to field that ball. It's basically just a skin change of what Donkey Kong's barrel star hit is in Sluggers. You know, if you're in the way of that, it's gonna mow you down, and the next person in the outfield's gotta pick it up. Star pitch is something that I kind of thought was interesting. I don't know if this is how Donkey Kong star pitch works in Sluggers, but this was the best way to kind of do that same thing, but for pitching. So on release, the ball becomes a giant rolling flaming boulder meteor that, if not charge hit, will be an automatic striker ball depending on where the pitcher puts it, and it's gonna KO the catcher, allowing for an easy steal. But if the batter was smart and considered the star pitch might be coming and charged, the ball will be hit normally and needs to be fielded as such. So I thought the interest of like having a charge versus not charge matter, and something that KOs your catcher could be really interesting. Boshi's chemistry, it's not good. He's only friends with Croco and Bowser, and he's got Anti with Yoshi, Mario, Peach, Geno, and Birdo. A lot of Anti, very hard for this character to get a 5-star team, very easy for them to get a 3-star team. And finally, we're gonna talk about Boshi's Stadium. I thought of the greatest pun ever, and I thought of the greatest combination for Boshi and Smithy would be Boshi's Industrial Park. Ooh, that is loud, bro. Calm down, Tchaikovsky. So, the stadium is modeled after the last stage of Super Mario RPG, and it's a joke, and it's a play on the word Yoshi Park. It's gonna look like a metal version of Yoshi Parks, you know, like nuts and bolts and chains, rather than like, you know, like that cardboard wooden aesthetic that Yoshi Park has. And it's gonna have molten metal in the foul area like Bowser Stadium, and a little bit behind that back wall. I think it's very appropriate for both Boshi and King Smithy. And the hazards are there's gonna be conveyor belts in positions in the outfield that activate when the ball or a fielder steps on them. So if you step on one, it might not activate at all, but it could jet you left or right. So it might make the ball go in some weird directions, and it might make your fielder go in some weird directions. And then finally, that back wall is gonna have a track for mine carts full of molten lava and, you know, metal pieces. And it's gonna act as Yoshi's roller coaster in the Sluggers game, where if you're trying to field a ball, it might go over, might not. You gotta look both ways, because a mine cart might hit you and knock you down, allowing for some extra runs to be scored. That's how I would add Boshi to Mario Superstar Baseball. Thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, subscribe if you're into this content. This is a big mystery. I've never made anything like this content before. Let me know what characters you'd be interested in adding to Mario Superstar Baseball, and maybe wonder how I do it. Let me know if you liked this video, please, by clicking that like button, because this and the Rosalina video were super weird. I just kind of did them on a whim. I had some fun doing them. They took a few hours, so if you guys don't like this content, I probably won't do it anymore. But, you know, it's a fun little day for me. Check out Dinger City. It's where all my Mario Superstar Baseball knowledge comes from. Cross your fingers that that third installment of Mario Baseball is coming, and cross your fingers that Boshi and Rosalina make an appearance. Rosalina, I think, is 100%, and Boshi, I think, 0%, but I love for them both to be in it. So, thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you soon with some more Wonderberry HD content. Peace out.